The first Asian city to host the Olympic Games.
That's interesting.
It can't be the same place.
Yeah, you wouldn't have thought
No,
so.
I was going to say, at least I know where that is now.
Over there.
Oh, come on.
Where's the first Asian city to host the Olympic Games, do you think?
Tokyo was.
Where was your first Olympics?
In Montreal. In 1976. No,
Yeah, that's not counting.
Asian.
Then
but I mean...
Moscow doesn't count, does it?
Yeah.
No,
it can't be sold again.
No, it can't be.
Don't know.
Tessa, we're all racking our brains trying to think of the answer. So have you gone randomly on the map? Have you let's see where you are.
Randomly, yeah.
In the south of China this time, but sticking in China. Deirdre, what were you thinking?
I've gone randomly.
Yes, OK, great.
Yeah.
This is very much the leitmotif of this round. Let's see where you are. You're in Myanmar. Jay.
I think the first Asian Olympics was Tokyo.
Of course it was.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Of course it was.
Which would be Tokyo.
Oh.
And Ewan?
I've massively embarrassed myself because I thought Tokyo as well, and I've gone near yourself.
Let's take a look. OK, you're also in Myanmar. Yes, you're right, Jay. 1964 Tokyo Olympics, wasn't it? Is it a good round for Jay? Is that where Tokyo is?
Wow.
He's absolutely bossing it.
Top of the class.
According to the FA website, what was the attendance figure for the first ever FA Cup final held in 1872? What do you reckon at home, first ever FA Cup final?
I have no idea.
OK, everyone is in. Ben, what have you gone for?
I'm kind of thinking pretty low, not the massive stadia we have now, so I kind of went 1,200.
1,200. Jackie, what are you saying?
10,000.
10,000, says Jackie. Your drawing skills are amazing. So your average is 5,600. Right. Laura, what are you thinking?
I've gone 4,000.
4,000.
I was thinking, you know, we have massive football stadiums now, but football would have been a massive sport, a massive draw, and I think a lot of people would have tried to have come, but maybe not quite a stadium we know today.
Gotcha, so 4,000. We're all in a similar sort of a place here. Henning, what are you saying here?
Oh.
1,500.
1,500.
So your average is 2,750.
I think Henning knows what he's on about as well here.
No, not really, because I'm not even sure where it was played, but it was probably something like Old Etonians against someone.
Yeah, Wanderers against Royal Engineers, it was. What do you think at home on this one? What do we think that attendance was? Who scored the final point of the round?
Wow.
2,000. 2,000. Very well done, Laura and Henning. Get the point. Well done, everyone. Not bad answers. It was held at the Oval, the cricket ground, as is. That's where the first one was. In 2021, the Croatian freediver Budimir Šobat held his breath for how many seconds, setting a world record?
How many seconds are in a minute?
How many seconds in a minute in England?
Yes.
60.
In England?
Yeah. What are they?
Different somewhere else.
How are they doing that in Australia?
I think, we go 60 as well, actually.
Oh, do you? Oh, it's like driving on the... Yeah, it's like...
Metric system.
OK, everyone is in. What do we think at home on this one? Sam, what are your thoughts?
60,000.
Oh, gosh.
So what is that?
That's death.
So it's about 16 and a half hours we're thinking.
Roughly.
No, listen. If you're happy with it.
Well, I was looking at his, and I think his is quite low. Am I not allowed to look at his? But his is quite low, so I think if we're going the average, this could work out.
Oh, OK, so you figure his must be, like, unbelievably low for 16 hours.
I can hold my breath for that many.
OK, let's...
Start now.
Let's see what Anthony's gone for.
I thought about it logically. I went 512 seconds.
Oh, I thought you said 50.
512 seconds. That's like 8.5 minutes. Your average, gentlemen, is 30,000 seconds. So just over 8 hours, we're thinking that that average is just over 8 hours holding your breath. Kath, what are you thinking? 550 seconds, says Kath. 9 minutes odd, very similar to Anthony's, very different to Sam's. Cherry, up or down?
3:30.
330.
But I saw a documentary about freediving quite recently, so if I get this wrong, shame on me.
5.5 minutes you've gone for. So your average is 440 seconds, so just over 7 minutes. So we've got 7 minutes on this team. We have just over 8 hours on this team over here. Let's find out, shall we, what is that world record? 1,477 seconds. Catherine and Cherry get the point there. That is 24.5 minutes.
24 minutes? I don't put...
That's almost the whole length of this show.
Well, we're challenging that one.
Yeah, we're challenged. He does exercise to stretch his chest muscles.
Wow.
Apparently. Please, please, please don't try that at home, would be my advice. These are the emojis that Danny used.
Match of the day?
I mean, that is so efficient. Beautiful. Match of the day. Football and the sun is match of the day. Nicely done. They're not always that easy. Very well played, Danny. Well played, Phil. The venue where the Australian Open tennis tournament is held. Where is that? What do we reckon at home? Do you know where that is held? Do you know where that is? The Australian Open tennis tournament. Everyone is in. Mark, do you know this answer?
It's Melbourne.
And do you know where Melbourne is?
Well, it's on the east coast.
Yeah.
Sydney, Melbourne, all that. So I've put it like halfway on the coast of east. So about there, I reckon.
Yeah, up on the Queensland coast there. Sonia, where were you thinking it was?
Well, for some reason, I've put mine close to there, but I literally didn't have a clue. I mean,
Just had a guess.
Yeah.
Might as
Never
well,
been
right?
to
In this round.
Australia.
Yeah. At least you went for Australia.
Yeah.
Let's see where you are. Yep, also in Queensland. Molly, did you know this answer?
No, and I think I was barking up the wrong tree a little bit, but I just thought coastline too. I don't know why, but the other way.
You went the other way? On the western coast there. Josh, any ideas here? Have you been to the Melbourne Comedy Festival?
Yeah, I was there a couple of months ago.
Oh,
and
do you know where it was?
And now I wish I looked at my map to see whereabouts I was.
Josh, I'm the same. I was there, and
Yeah.
I'm like, I mean, I know it was Australia.
So the way I'm guessing it is flying into Australia.
Yeah.
I didn't really realise until I was flying over Australia how long it takes. And I knew there was still a bit more. So I've gone Melbourne, but I've kind of put myself on the coast, but in the centre.
OK. Yeah, sort of South Australia. So we've got very different coasts here. What do you think at home? I know lots of people watching Australia, because they would all ask me about it. I'm assuming you know where Melbourne is. But do we? That's the question.
No.
The answer is Melbourne, by the way.
Right.
But where is Melbourne? Who scored the first point? Josh gets the point. Very well done. Right down the bottom.
All the way down there. Wow, I didn't know that.
Good job.
Yeah. Do you know what? I would have gone like halfway down the coast on the right. Yeah, it's in Victoria. That's Melbourne. So that's where we've been.
It was
Absolutely
nice.
loved it. Fanny Waterman and Marion, Countess of Harewood, co-founded an international piano competition that was first held in 1963 in which UK city?
Well, I know Hastings got an annual piano competition, so Hastings?
Which is where you live, isn't it?
As it so happens, yeah.
I mean, listen, it's not a city, but let's go for it.
Oh, yeah.
So Hastings, you're saying? Let's take a look at your second question. The football stadium Elland Road is in which UK city?
Leeds.
Leeds is the answer to both of those questions. Well played. Henning, get yourself a point. Here is your highbrow. The Hallelujah Chorus features in which oratorio composed in 1741 by George Friedrich Handel?
Is it called a highbrow because when you see the question you go...
Exactly.
then the lowbrow one you go, oh,
yeah,
I don't know one. I think that's where it comes from. The Hallelujah Chorus features in the oratorio composed.
Should we go straight to lowbrow?
Yeah, good choice.
Not that I'm trying to read you at all.
I feel I should know, that's all, but...
Your lowbrow question is this. Kevin Keegan's nicknames included Mighty Mouse, King Kev, and the Geordie what? Don't forget, it's got the same answer.
Yeah. The Geordie... Boy, I don't know.
Boy, should we go for? It is not Boy. Anyone want to buzz in? Tiff.
Is it Messiah?
Messiah is exactly what it is. The Geordie Messiah and Handel's Messiah. Point fifth. The home city of the Major League Soccer team, co-owned by David Beckham. Where is that, I wonder? What do you think at home? What team does he co-own, and then where is it?
Oh, yeah.
Phil, you look pained.
Oh, yes, very.
American geography.
I used to think I was good, but...
no one can do American geography.
American geography is very difficult.
OK. Phil, do you know the answer to this one?
Is it Miami? It is.
Yeah, it rings a bell, doesn't it?
So I've gone for the Florida key, bit that juts.
The bit that juts, I hear you. Yeah, absolutely, in Florida there. Nikita, what are you thinking?
Yeah, I know it's Miami, but I don't know where Miami is. So I've just taken a guess and thought near the water, like near the edge.
Texas, you are there. See, that's on the Mexican border.
Oh.
For sure. Annie, what are you saying?
Yeah, so it's definitely into Miami, and it's the southernmost part of the States in Florida.
There you go, a bit further south in Florida. Danny?
I don't want to talk about it.
Uh-oh. Can I guess you're not in Florida?
No. I'm on a flight to the opposite side of the country.
OK.
I mean, I knew it was Miami, yeah, but absolutely no idea.
Let's see where you are. You're in Arizona.
Yeah,
you're in there. You're in Arizona. It is Miami, into Miami. Let's see who is closest. Is it Phil or is it Annie? It is Annie. You're absolutely right. It's right in the south of Florida. Annie's absolutely on fire on this one.
I didn't know you had to be...
I mean, I did live in America
put it in
for 5
Florida.
years.
I didn't know you had to do it the nearest to...
Well, we said the home city. We were looking for Miami, Phil. It's all there. The clues are all there.
A bit disappointed.
Yeah, no, I bet. But I'd be more disappointed if I was Annie and I gave you a point. Gethin and Kate, you have two words to block out in this question. Which 2 words do you want to block out here?
I mean, it's got to be the 2 names, isn't it?
Yeah. I'll go that one.
OK, I have a question for you, Gary and Tiff. It is this. Won by blank and blank, Britain's only gold medal at the 1996 Olympics came in which sport?
So is that doubles? Is that or is it rowing's? Oh, is it Pinson and?
I mean, I immediately went for Torvill and Dean, but they were earlier than that.
Torvill and Dean were 80s with Valero.
I think you're right with the rowing.
That's what I would go with, but you might know better because I've not done well on these questions so far.
Yes, we go rowing?
Let's go rowing.
Yeah. Rowing. Yeah. What do you think at home? You agree? You disagree? Is that the answer? It is the answer. Well worked out. I don't think you could have blanked out anything else there.
No, well, we were going to go take out the year in the Olympics, but you would have got it straight away.
Is it Redgrave and Holmes, maybe?
Redgrave and Pinsent.
It was Redgrave and Pinsent. Very, very well played. He's been here, Sir Matthew Pinsent, in that seat. He was very good.
He's very good at everything.
Just saying he's very good.
He was good at everything.
He was also great.
Yeah. Now, he was good.
Yeah. Now, that guy. Oh, Sir Matthew. Karen and Storm, you now have a chance to blank out 2 words for Joe and Tom's next question.
I mean, definitely one of those.
I would get rid of...
I mean, would they know that?
Possibly. I think these 2 are the best.
Let's go.
OK, you happy? You locked in 2 words. Gentlemen, Tom, Joe, I have a question for you, and it is this. The football clubs commonly known as blank, blank and the Spartans are all based in which city?
Oh, Joe, over to you.
They've done very well there.
Yeah, they blanked well there, right?
I'm just looking at that middle word, thinking it's a short word.
I was just thinking that.
Yeah.
And then I go, what short?
I mean, how many
cities?
How many cities have? I mean, London has more than 3. Manchester has 2, I think.
Do you want to take a stab at the answer?
Should we go for London?
You go for London.
London.
Is it
it's
London?
Wrong. I know it's wrong.
Incorrect. Let's take a look, shall we, at the actual question?
Oh, you
come
know.
on.
You know now.
We should have worked that out, shouldn't we? The football clubs commonly known as Hearts, Hibs and the Spartans are all based in which city?
I want to say it's Edinburgh.
Is the answer Edinburgh? is the correct answer, Storm. Well done.
Oh,
nicely played. Edinburgh is the answer, Heart of Midlothian, Hibernian, and the Spartans are a Scottish Lowland League team. Sian and Jordan, I have one more question for Nick and Ellie.
Oh.
Let's go for that. On that.
Yeah? OK. Lock in, yeah.
Nick and Ellie, I have a question for you.
Okay.
There'll be two words blanked out. Which football club won the Premier League blank times between blank and 2013? Oh, yeah, that's actually rather good blanking.
Yeah.
Because I suppose it could be high or low. Like, I want to say Man United, but I don't know.
Well, it's either Man United or it's Arsenal, because it's times. So before that time, it's only Man United and Arsenal, and Blackburn won it.
Yeah.
So I would say Man United.
OK, let's go with Man United.
Going to go Manchester United?
Yeah.
Manchester United, is that the correct answer? Oh, that's well worked out. I mean, you've got to hand it to them. It's nicely done. The blanks were, 13 times between 1993. You couldn't have blanked any better, I don't think, but very nicely played. And the starting point of the 2023 Tour de France, where did that begin?
So it changes every year?
Yeah, Le Grand Départ, which is like a ceremonial stage. What do you think at home? Are you a Tour de France fan? You know the answer to this one? OK, everyone is in. Ben, what was your thinking here?
Well, there's a little place that I've been to many, many times called Miele in central France. And I remember my family saying in a WhatsApp group last year, hey, the Tour de France finishes right near Miele, where we go on holiday.
Finishes or starts?
Finishes. So I just thought maybe it starts and finishes in the same place. So
OK,
I've gone...
let's see where you are.
Central.
I mean, I want to throw no shade at all at your family WhatsApp group, Ben. Please don't think that. But it very much always ends in Paris.
There we go.
I don't know...
So it must have been passing through there. That got everyone excited.
I suspect it passed through there.
There we go.
Exactly, and they've confused you.
That's my knowledge of the Tour de France.
And
Never
also,
seen it.
And that's families for you. Robin, what's your thinking?
Well, my sister owns a tandem, so I should be better on cycling questions than I am. So my thinking was, just put a dot here.
There we go.
Literally, that's what I've done.
Lyon, sort of a way you are there. Helen, what are you thinking?
I went south of France.
OK.
Yeah, really far down.
We're all in France so far. Laura, where are you?
OK, I was just in San Sebastián in Spain. I think they said, like, Tour de France starts here.
It did, no, but often they start it in different countries.
Really?
They started in England
So
before.
you want to go around France?
Yeah.
OK,
The first one is like a big ceremonial thing, and it's been in Yorkshire, it's been all round.
In
so
beautiful
you've gone...
places. So I went San Sebastián.
Yeah, Catalonia. However, I have no idea where this one started, but we'll find out, shall we? Where did the 2023 Tour de France start? Bilbao. Laura, you get yourself a point.
That's nice. Thank you. And I guess I was a little bit far.
Well, worked out. The yellow and red card system for football referees is introduced at the FIFA World Cup. When was that?
Oh.
You're right, Deirdre.
As I said, torture.
World Cup.
I have to think about it.
When did they bring that in?
Think of them always having been there, don't you?
Yeah.
Yellow and red cards. We'll be doing this show in 40 years' time, and it'll be when was VAR first introduced?
Wild guess.
Wild guess as well.
OK, everyone's in. Deirdre, what are you saying on this one?
I'm utterly clueless. So I've just gone, I think, for 1955.
1955. Doesn't sound unreasonable to me. Jay?
Well, I know it's a World Cup year, which I thought I'd go for. 1970.
1970, says Jay.
Yeah.
Ewan?
I was very close, but actually I thought 72 was a World Cup year, it being every 4 years, so I've gone 72, so...
72, says Ewan. And Tessa?
I couldn't remember the World Cup year then, but I knew it was 1970-something.
OK, 79. So we're in...
I've gone for 79, but...
We've got 3 answers in the 70s and 1 in the 50s. In what year was the yellow and red card system introduced? Jay Rayner, very well done. Very well done.
Guesswork.
Normally, if you bang on, I'd give 2 points, but because it had to be a World Cup year, I think I'm just going to give you 1 point.
Yeah.
There's only about 5 years it could be.
Yeah.
You understand?
I understand.
Well done.
If you were on 0, I'd give you 2 points, but you're not on 0. A British athlete wins 100 metres Olympic gold for the first time.
Oh, it's a belter, isn't it? That?
When was that?
What a great question.
Yeah. What do we think at home on this one? Do you know this one?
Oh.
OK. There is a clue in the answer.
Yeah, I wonder if it is that.
Hold on.
When?
Yeah, there's a clue in the answer.
OK, everyone is in. What do you reckon at home on this one? Kate, what have you gone for?
I've gone 1920.
1920.
Yeah.
This is Kate. Gethin, what are you saying?
1944.
1944. Bang in the middle of the Second World War.
Really?
Oh, God, yeah, the one after. Yeah, oh.
But listen, you might still be closest.
I was thinking Berlin 36. Yeah, I've got that, sorry.
That's right. Listen, you had Olympics on the brain. It would have been an Olympic year.
I mean...
Tiff, what are you saying?
I'm regretting this choice now, because I feel like it might be, like, 70s.
1992.
But then I'm thinking of who sort of dominated during that era, and I'm trying to think about the Linford Christie kind of...
Linford Christie era. And Gary, what are you saying?
Well, I haven't picked an Olympic year, because I've got an odd year.
OK.
But metres was the thing for me, because up until a certain period it would have been yards.
Oh, interesting.
Yard dash.
100 yards. So, and I know this is wrong, but 1969.
1969, says Gary. We've got 1920, we've got 1944, just when things were kicking off around Europe. We got 69 and 92. There is sort of a clue in that we've probably all seen a film about this. Because the first person to win the 100 metres, what we call the 100 metres now, was Harold Abrahams from Chariots of Fire. And it was 1924, Kate Thornton.
Oh!
How about that?
What a brilliant guess!
The venue that began hosting the World Snooker Championship in 1977. Where is that, please? What do you think on this? Do you know the answer? And then do you know where that answer is? OK, everyone is in. Harry, do you know the answer to this?
No, I don't know the answer.
Okay.
But I don't know, I've just gone for the north. I'm thinking around Liverpool Way.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, kind of. You're sort of pretty much where we are now.
Yeah.
In Manchester. Jasmine, do you know the answer to this?
It's somewhere around up north, Manchester, Liverpool area, maybe.
OK. You're sort of, kind of North Yorkshire-y type way. Joe.
Right, so I think
know the answer.
Is it Sheffield?
I think it is, yeah.
Okay. But I just don't know where the Sheffield... I know Sheffield's up north.
It's a lovely place.
Yes.
We know that, but where is it?
Well...
On the map.
You're about to find out.
OK. Yes, it's up north.
Is it Sheffield, though?
No.
Sheffield's under Manchester.
I think
what?
Right? Am I correct?
We're going to find out for sure. Anya, you must have... You've toured Manchester and Sheffield, I'm sure. Do you remember which was further north?
I was there this week.
In Sheffield?
Yeah.
Were you?
Yeah.
I'm fascinated to see where you've gone here, then.
Oh,
I didn't know it was in Sheffield.
That's a good point.
I didn't know it was in Sheffield.
Oh, I see what you mean.
I didn't know where it was, so I thought maybe
you.
they would have gone for, like, the coast, because it's nice to go
So
to
that's not you saying this is where Sheffield is.
No.
That's you guessing where the World Snooker Championships
yes,
was.
yeah.
It's in Sheffield. I tell you.
And I know that is not where Sheffield is.
But now we've got a very big question on our hands, which is where is Sheffield? And a little subplot, is it further north than Manchester?
Yeah.
Because Joe thinks it is, and you two looked at him like he'd lost his mind.
Yeah.
So it's Sheffield, but where is Sheffield? Who's got the point?
Oh!
Jasmine and Harry, I'm going to give you both the point there. That is
Harry
Sheffield.
got a point as well.
Yeah, he's right next to it.
Well, I'm right above it.
What do you mean you're right above it? You're right above their answers, which is then above Sheffield. And Sheffield is south of Manchester. Host city of the 2012 Olympic and Paralympic Games. Yes, Simon.
London.
London. It is London. Well done. And next one. Surname of the footballer Erling, who won the 2022-23 Premier League Golden Boot. Yes, that is Adele.
Haaland.
Haaland. It's Haaland. They absolutely took both of those off your feet, didn't they? Yeah. We're following Accrington in the name of a team promoted to the English Men's Football League in 2006. Yes, Ben.
Stanley.
Stanley is right. Accrington Stanley. 2 points there for Ben. Trophy contested by English and Australian cricketers. The what? Harry.
Ashes.
Ashes. It is Ashes.
Well done.
City in the Philippines that completes the nickname of the 1975 boxing match between Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier. Thriller in where? Harry.
Manila?
Manila? It is Manila, the thriller in Manila. Surname of footballer who became England men's all-time top goalscorer in 2023. Yes, that's Danny.
Kane.
Kane? It is Kane. Sportsperson who competes on water, such as Helen Glover or Steve Redgrave. Yes, Catherine.
Rower.
Rower? That's in there, absolutely. The birthplace of footballer Lionel Messi, please.
Ooh, right, so...
Where are you pointed to on the screen at home? Have a little think. Everyone is in. This feels slightly more gettable. Robert, what's your view on this?
I don't know why, but I think he's from Mauritius. Unfortunately, I don't know where Mauritius is.
Okay.
So I've guessed that it's an island, and I've put it where I've put it.
What led you to think it was from Mauritius?
Because I did a TV show where you travel around with Richard Ayoade, and we went to Mauritius, but it might not have been Mauritius, it might have been Menorca or something, and there was a statue of a footballer, and I think it was Lionel Messi.
Did you go to the island of Madeira and see a statue of Ronaldo?
What happened was, we went to Madeira, we saw a statue of Ronaldo. So it wasn't Mauritius, and it wasn't Messi, so none of this works.
Rob, not much on this show takes you by surprise. That took me by surprise.
Okay.
When you said Mauritius...
We're prejudging this as being a wrong answer.
Chris, would you have a guess as to which country Lionel Messi is from?
Well, he's from Argentina. I'm pretty certain of that. But where in Argentina? I know not. And then I was thinking Buenos Aires, and then I thought, well, actually, I'm not even sure where that is.
Yes. Yeah, just on the coast of Argentina. Kath, what are you thinking? You think Argentinian as well?
Yeah.
Interesting, we've got difference of opinion.
I've got
Mauritius,
Argentina.
We've got two for Argentina now.
Yeah. Two titans of football.
I think Buenos Aires does ring a bell, so I've gone in the middle of where I think it...
Yeah, you're not far off Buenos Aires, sort of slightly west of Buenos Aires.
Yeah.
Danielle, have you ever been to an Indian Ocean island and seen a statue of Lionel Messi?
In Mauritius? No, I've not actually. No. I've not, but I can't say I've got any better logic than you do, to be fair. I just went with the guess and said no Argentina, but I thought born around that area.
Yeah, I see where you are.
So I just went a bit random.
You're you're in Bolivia.
Oh.
Far and away not the worst answer of the round. That's the good news.
That's a classic.
Lionel Messi was born in Rosario in Argentina, but where is that and who's won the point? Catherine wins the point, born near Buenos Aires.